What's up, YouTube? If you're watching tonight, finishing up a micro rig. Throw something in the comments. What's up with everyone today? How's everyone's week going? How was Mother's Day? Throw some stuff in the comments. If this is your first time watching our channel, we sew tactical gear. So this is a chest rig. This is our micro rig. This particular one's going to be in woodland. One in multicam right here. So looks pretty cool. 4 mag. That's actually a real chest rig. There's a lot of 3 mag placards out there. That's not enough magazines, by the way. Not for real combat, at least. Alright, so this is a map pocket, basically, or you can throw anything that's flat in there. So this part here gets sewed. This is what your repair buckles go to on the side. The way we send it, we configure it so it would attach to a plate carrier. And then basically this part here goes on the front, and then we utilize magazine inserts so the user can use either 308 or maybe 5.56 magazines, whatever they want to use. So that kind of thing. Hey, what's up? Chest rig looking good, thank you. Paparazzi, what's up, man? How's everything going? Yeah, just getting this one done, and all had a good Mother's Day weekend. Everyone basically hung out with Mama all day. We did some fishing. Just had a lot of fun. We had a lot of food, so I've been working hard at the gym this week. You know, had to run a little bit harder, a little bit faster, but whatever. Mama's been making these cakes, so they've been pretty good. We have chickens, and the chickens have been, you know, just producing eggs and we're putting them in cakes. So that's pretty much how that's been going lately. And we've had a good time though. Let's see here, I think I'm a 1/2 inch there. We got to measure that again. So the face of this micro rig will go on that mat pocket. And I drew the pencil line on the wrong side here, so I'm gonna just come in about a 1/2 inch and redraw that. It's gonna give me a reference where to put that stitch line. See, I had it on that side, but it needed to be on that side. Well, just one of those things. Slows you down a little bit, but put this on there. It's like when you're sewing this and you got all this Velcro that wants to stick. Kind of makes a little bit of a pain. Alright, so this part here has to be lined up just right, and this is for like the final assembly for this chest rig. And we'll go back and forth several times and really tack this one in. So there we go. Alright, let's see what we got. Tell you what I might do. I might rip that lid off just to sew this. There we go. We got it lined up now. Alright. So I get it started. We reverse a few times. And usually I can sew pretty fast, but this is a part that I like to take everything kind of easy. Make sure we got both lines lined up. If we don't, when the finished product comes out, it'll be really crooked. Like that. So I'll take my time and just kind of run a couple inches at the time. There we go. And tack it up real good. Turn it around. I'm gonna run it back the other way. And we do 3 passes on everything on the edge pieces. So like all our bags and stuff like that, the edges of the magazine pouches, they all get 3 passes on the stitches. If you buy something from overseas, usually they go 1 pass, and then if it's like a bag, they'll put like edge tape to cover that 1 pass up. And then whenever they edge tape it, you're just not even sure how many stitches they've actually put underneath it. And that's why you look at a lot of book bags and stuff like that that are made overseas, and they're falling apart. So, you know, pretty much that's not what you want there. So, but yeah, this will fold over just like so. There's the mat pocket. So it Velcro's open and you can put flat things in it, batteries. I've always just called it a mat pocket. If you got, let's say, radio cards, you could even like stuff a knife, you know, maybe cram a knife down in there, kind of like that. But there's the bottom that we just sewed on. This is the inside. There's Velcro on both sides. And then we utilize our magazine inserts, and that's how that micro rig goes together. So what we're going to do now is sew up the sides, and we should be done with this. So just making sure that we got all this Velcro lined up the way we want it. So once So stitch this thing shut. That's gonna be it. You'll cut the material before you cut the stitches out if a mistake is made. Like that is just the way it goes. Alright, so there's going to be one pass of stitching to close the mat pocket there on the side. And then when we turn it around the other way, we're going to get the other side. I always try to clip these threads pretty close. I don't like to have a lot of loose threads on items that go to customers. All right, so mat pockets, and then this folds over, and we just have to sew the sides. And that can kind of be a tedious process because you got, I don't know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe like 9 layers where everything just folds up of 500E Cordura. And so with that kind of layering, a sewing machine from Walmart just won't sew this stuff. I've seen some crazy YouTube videos of guys that have like a pretty simple sewing machine, and they're trying to sew tactical gear, and like you can sew like maybe some magazine pouches and stuff, but you're not going to be able to layer it up like we do. You know, we do 2 layers of Cordura on the magazine pouches, and what that does is just like confirm that that magazine's never going to wear through. Let's see if I can reverse that all the way. So there's that second pass of stitching that we're doing, and then here's pass number 3, and that closes up the side there. So basically we've closed up the side there, made a box. This is a really neat chest rig too. It does a lot of things that the really small chest rigs won't do, like these little 3-mag placards that are pretty popular these days. But you really can't carry anything else. So this chest rig, we built in these admin pockets on the front, and so the admin pockets are here on the front, and you can actually put 2 more AR mags in there, and there's Velcro lining on the inside, so you can put you know, any Velcro back organizers and stuff like that, and then we give you a patch filled there. So I'm gonna sew up the other side here, and then this this micro rig will be done. So this is what we call a micro rig. There's some companies where they have those little 3-mag placards. They call those micro rigs. But I feel like this is the size that a micro chest rig should be. I think this would be a good rig for most police officers too, like anyone who works in law enforcement. They can put chem lights, extra set of cuffs, maybe flex cuffs. They can even stuff medical gear in these little admin pockets. Be a good, you know, whatever the officer would need to respond to. If they had a situation where they needed a rifle. They got 4 magazines on board here. If they have more of a sniper role and they're running like a semi-auto 308, then this rig can easily be converted to 308 by switching out the inserts. I just sewed a little too fast and broke the thread on that one. Alright, let's see, let me flip that. We're just gonna put this in cleanup now. So we got a little lighter here. And we're gonna singe those threads. But this chest rig is finished besides putting the insert in it. So we go around and all the threads that we cut on the outside, we're going to singe these up with a lighter. Nylon, it melts pretty easy. So we don't want any thread showing. That's how we kind of QC things as we go. Alright, so this is the micro chest rig. It has, a box in the back, so that way a magazine insert can be placed in there. So this is what a 4 mag micro rig would look like for AR. I got 308 over here. So this is the 308 insert. Basically, there's Velcro on the inside. And I was thinking that, there's a lot of companies, like maybe SAC, where you could put their inserts in if you prefer Kydex. But this one's for 308, so our micro rig will hold 3 308 or SR25 mags. A lot of companies out there, if they have a micro rig that utilizes inserts, then the most they can usually get in there is only 2 mags because they make a 3 mag AR micro rig. But the hook Velcro, it'll go inside here and it will mate to the loop Velcro on the inside of the chest rig. And then let's say we have an operator who's jumping out of airplanes or something, and they would like to have bungee retention over the top of the magazines, we have these loops here so that a retention kit can be easily put on these inserts. These inserts are actually pretty good. They're pretty tough. I have to pull that sucker out of there, and then of course reinsertion, they go right back in there. So but I would say that right now this is a chest rig that really should be getting people's attention on the the smaller micro chest rig market. There's just a lot of things that this micro chest rig can do. And here's a mat pocket here in the back. Of course, everything's brand new, like the Velcro, so it's pretty tough to pull it apart. But we use good Velcro. This is 1.5 inch Velcro that closes in the mat pocket. But you got that in the back. You can put flat items there, maps, dope cards, whatever you need to put back there. Unique thing about this micro chest rig is there's admin pockets on the left and right side here. They're split, and the reason for that, since this is 4 magazines across, you imagine, your body on the front slightly round, so it would need to split a little bit so it doesn't, just bind up, basically. So it's in the design. But you can actually put 2 magazines as well in each of these pockets. So this micro chest rig has the capability of holding 8 AR mags. So we put the Velcro all the way up the top here. So this is how it opens. So in case you have really tall magazines, you can still, like, those might be AKs, you know, getting AK mags in there. So it'll do it. Okay, it'll do it. But yeah, super versatile. So, you know, here's the bottom. You can see how we box the you know, everything in the bottom here. The way we sew this, there's actually little channels here in the side, and so that allows for water to drain out for people who want to be like Navy SEALs and stuff. But yeah, there it is. So there's the one in Woodland. That one right there is in multicam. So you can see both those rigs. All right, so for anyone else who's watching tonight, anyone here have any questions about these chest rigs? So these are our micro chest rigs here. We have one here in Woodland, and we have another one here in multicam. This is our micro chest rig. You can find them at, you know, smallarmscombativegear.com. But one of the most versatile chest rigs out there. If we don't have any more questions, or anyone wants to put anything in the comment, you know, we're gonna sign off. But I just got done sewing this one, so if y'all wanna go back and see that whenever the live video drops on the YouTube channel, you can go back and replay it and, you know, watch me finish this thing up. But we're gonna be running these and rifle slings, so that's what's gonna be next. And so I hope everyone has a good evening. And in case you don't want to put anything else in the comments, then hope you hit that like button, subscribe. That would definitely give us a lot of support. And hope everyone has a good evening. All right, over and out.